Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I thank my friend from Florida for yielding. I want to commend my colleague from Michigan, Congresswoman Miller, for explaining our motivation on this resolution. Mr. Speaker, I rise today in support of the rule, in support of the underlying resolution, and support of this effort to restore every branch of this government to its proper constitutional bounds. This is not about politics. If there were a Republican president doing the same thing, I would feel just as strongly. This is about the Constitution. Our Constitution was drafted deliberately to ensure that the greatest power in our government resided closely with the people. That is why the portion dealing with Congress was placed first. In Article 1, the framers placed the ultimate power of creating and changing laws with the Congress, and they particularly empowered the House of Representatives, the People's House. Every 2 years, members of this House face the voters, and our actions in this body are judged. No other member of this government must submit to the judgment of the people more regularly. For too long, this body, under the leadership of both Democrats and Republicans, has ceded parts of our constitutional authority to the executive branch and to agencies that are, at best, remotely accountable to voters. It's time for that to stop, and today we take a step to make it stop. This lawsuit is about actions, the actions of an administration that has claimed more power than it has been given, even when we have already given it more authority than we should have. I bear no animus to this president, but I strongly disagree with many of his policies, his stated priorities, and ultimately his actions. This lawsuit is not entered into lightly. It is not our first response, but rather it is our last resort. I'll vote yes on this rule and this resolution, not for electoral gain, but rather to preserve our Constitution and the separation of powers enshrined therein. And I yield.